You have made it to the end. We're at the final part of the course, which is finishing your community project. Some of you have already finished this because you've already done your newsletter. So you are done. You've done all your modules. You're finished with the class. Congratulations. All right. So, those of you who are still up for the newsletter, which starts with Jackson and moves down to Spencer. So, here's our list. But remember, you want to have this done. If we look at the schedule for the fall exams, so we fall into the Saturday anytime. So that means it has to be due by Friday, December 16th. All right. So by Friday, December 16th, your entire newsletter needs to be completed and finished. Now, some important points, as I gave you in the announcements. Number one, you have to make sure that you are putting this in templates, right? You cannot set it up as a campaign. It has to be in templates, and you have to create a template. That is the only way that I can edit it. All right. And it's the only way that I can look at it. Don't put it anywhere else. Repeat, don't put it anywhere else. All right. Some great examples of those newsletters that have already gone out. Because here's the thing, when we're looking for this, it needs to be connected somehow to something that is good for the city, right? Culturally, artistically, and all of that has to do with nonprofits. So New Orleans Film Festival is going on right now. This one is about this. It went out way earlier. New Orleans Film Festival is a nonprofit. So automatically we already have the nonprofit connection, right? You have links into how they can actually get tickets for this. Then gives information, clicks into more. But even if the person never leaves this page, this newsletter, they have the information. Then if they want a full schedule, this all curates all the information they need for the film festival. All right. Then this one gives some featured films that are going to be at the film festival, chose like a top 4 situation. Then if you want to see all the films, then it gives the nonprofits in the film industry in New Orleans, not just about New Orleans Film Festival, but about Novak, the Cool Cooperative, right? Then they have videos. They have different articles that are on this. They have highlights from the past film festivals, different ones when they did a spotlight on female filmmakers in New Orleans. We have the different female filmmakers that they highlighted within this, right? Then, if you want more than just films, guess what? There are so many festivities. They have all of the different ways that you can support and also be a part of the film festival, right? And then, if you want to show your support, you donate to them. They have this in their entire specific newsletter. At the bottom, then, they fill in this part. I don't want to see anything that is the filler text, right? Where it's just like, oh, put your information here. Then they have the links into the social media, right? A very good example of what you want yours to look like. The LGBT party weekend is another example of a great one, right? Where we have all of the information, all of the different links. It looks good. The layout is interesting. There is flow and transition into it. It goes to the Project Lazarus. So it's got a connection to a nonprofit, right? And it gives all of the information. So here is something, right? You don't just want this via Olivia at the bottom. If you can, connect it in with the nonprofit that you're supporting, just like it did in New Orleans Film Festival. All right. So that way you've got that information. So the other thing is you want to make sure December 16th is the last day, so you can't get any edits after that. So therefore, when you're ready for me to look at this and give you feedback, email me, make sure I have at least a week, right? Before, especially because all those finals are going to be happening that week. I need at least a week before to give you edits. Otherwise, I'm just going to grade it as is, and that's going to be the project grade for your class. All right. Other than that, you're finished because everything else you have is completely done. So you are good to go. Well done. Those who have already started this and done this, they look great. All of the ones that got chosen. It will go to the nonprofit and they give approval. So like they will go through. New Orleans Film Festival loved this. We got a whole bunch of feedback on it and they absolutely loved this newsletter. All right. The one for Kenya Relief was really good. Treme Festival, all of these are perfect examples and the nonprofits love them. All right. So that is how to end class. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks, everybody.